What is it that you do when your content just isn't good enough? How do you handle it, and what do you do to make your content better? Today, let's talk about it and talk about what's going on inside your head. Welcome back to my channel. My name is James, and I help you take the journey as a content creator. We work a lot with the mindset as well as the skills that you need to be successful as a content creator. As you develop better skills as a content creator, one of the things you're going to find is that you're going to start thinking differently about the content you're creating. You might start observing or noticing that the content isn't good enough. As you start seeing and learning, you're going to develop more of an awareness of how viewers respond to different things that you do and how you react and how people are going to react to the content you're going to create. This can be a good thing. It can also be a destructive thing. It can be a bad thing if you're not using it in the proper way. For example, just the other day in one of the private Facebook groups I'm in, a creator that's well known and that I respect and have learned a lot from over the years made a comment that sometimes that they feel that their videos just aren't good enough, that they know people aren't going to watch through this section, or they know people aren't going to be. And sometimes it's something you can't go back and re-record. Sometimes you can re-record a section, but there's some things that just won't get the natural reaction if you try to redo it, because you're not going to get that natural emotional connection that you would get the first time you do it. I experience this a lot with my storage unit videos. Sometimes I don't get the shot that I want, but I can't really go back and re-record my excitement of opening something up and finding something. Sometimes it just didn't come out, or maybe the things I said didn't come out the way I wanted it to come out. So this is where we have to be creative in how we do it. One, I do some reviews of my content as we're recording and decide right then and there whether I want to do a retake or if I want to reshoot something. Whenever I'm doing the storage units, we don't do reshoots. It's what it is. What we get is what we get. When we're doing these kind of videos, we can go back. We can decide we don't like a shot. We can reshoot. In fact, if you check out this video right here, you're going to see where I actually went back and re-recorded different sections later as I was editing the video. And that's why the lighting was so different, because I had changed some settings in the camera as we're dialing things in. And by doing that, it completely changed the look in the videos, and you can see those transitions when I recorded it 2 separate times. So one of the things, if you're going to do re-records, especially if you're working with some new equipment, make sure that you can kind of get your lighting and your white balances and all that stuff similar if you go back and do a re-record. The other thing is just thinking your way through it, feeling your way through it. Which feels better to you, to take the time to re-record or to just run with it? When you listen to your emotions, you listen to your feelings, and you can feel your way through things instead of trying to think your way through things, you're going to get a better sense of what's going to work for you. This is something that's going to be something that's going to come up time and time again as you improve as a content creator. You're going to start feeling like your content's not going anywhere. But I want you to understand that we all go through this. Sometimes we're in a weird position too as a content creator, because I teach people to create from a place of inspiration. This is where you're creating content for the sake of creating it. But at the same time, we have to create content that's going to connect with the audience, that's going to give viewers what they're looking for. So it's a hard balance to find. Do you do this from inspiration, or do you do this to please your audience? You know, I'm in this whole, when I'm talking personal development, I'm talking mindset, I'm talking about getting outside of trying to please other people. But as a content creator, our entire job is to please other people. Because if other people aren't pleased with the content we're creating, then our content isn't going to go anywhere. We're not going to get views, we're not going to get subscribers, we're not going to keep people coming back for more. So these are just some interesting ideas to contemplate and to think about. And these are some of the things that I'm working out in my own head as I'm making this journey, as I'm making this content myself. So I hope that this is helpful to you. I hope that you understand, if you don't think your content's good enough, sometimes it's okay to go ahead and publish it anyway. Some of my best performing videos are videos that I absolutely hated when I was recording them, when I was editing them. I thought that they were awful, but then they want to be some of my best performing videos. Sometimes some of the videos that I have that have the most views don't have the most watch time. Some of the ones that I thought were the best thing I ever did, it fell flat with the audience. People didn't like it. So it's really a matter of opinion and perspective. And then one of the things is, as you create more authenticity, if you're creating from a more authentic place, which is why I say don't care so much about what other people think, because then you're going to be more authentic, more real, and more you. But just be a better version of you as you continue moving forward. Don't get so caught up in pleasing the audience that you lose yourself in your videos. This is something I've seen a lot of creators, especially bigger creators, going through. I see a lot of people that get so caught up in trying to please the viewers that they lose a piece of themselves. They lose their authenticity. They lose that quality of who they are. Now, they were trying to be a better version of who they are, but in reality, they just started putting out a persona of being something that they weren't. And they lose that authenticity as they grow. So I hope that this helps. This can be a tricky, kind of slippery slope to work on as you develop as a content creator. But whatever you do, always stay true to you and just keep pushing forward and try different things. Maybe you try a reshoot. And if it doesn't work out on the reshoot and it just doesn't come off as authentic, then you can always go back and use the original footage. I don't delete the original footage until later after I've already created the video. And after all, might use it for some B-roll or might throw it in as a clip in something else you do later on when you do a compilation of some of your past content, or do some deleted scenes, or do some of that kind of stuff. People love deleted scene views for some reason. So those can be things that you can incorporate later on if you don't delete the content. So hope that these things can help you to create better content for yourself and for your channel. If you have any questions, leave them down below in the comments. We will see you in this video over here where we talk about how to optimize that video so that you can get more engagement with your audience. Make sure you check that out. We'll see you over there.